What's happening? Time for a live video. Going to be diving into what I mentioned yesterday about the science of getting rich, getting in with the series, and for the first chapter of what I'm going to be breaking down, it's going to be the right to be rich. So, Walsey Waddle says, whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete and successful life unless one is rich. So, starting out in life, everybody wants and desires to be successful. If you don't, I really encourage you to really go towards and wanting to be really successful for yourself. Because within this next 14 days of what I'm going to be doing, breaking this chapter down and breaking this book down, most importantly, The Science to Getting Rich, I really hope that I can encourage you to really understand that in order to really reach that level of success in your life, you really do need to have, you know, the ability to be rich. You going person naturally wants to become successful. Lily, thanks for jumping in. Everybody naturally wants to become successful, and they're capable of becoming successful. One of the things that really holds us back is we're in a society that's so complex and has such structure. And the way that society is set up, it actually in turn wants you to be rich for yourself, because if you're not rich, you end up becoming the ones that are impoverished and poor. And I say that because the way things that are organized, even as consumers ourselves, even with business, even with having to have our own homes, if you're one day late on that mortgage, you best believe the next day you're getting several calls on your phone asking you where that mortgage is. If you fall behind on getting your car payment, at least life happens. If you fall back behind because you're not able to have the use of everything of being rich, you pretty much go forward and you have that repo man at your door and he's hooking your car up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So we're structured in a society that we must be rich in order to have use of everything that we possibly can, especially when society is pushing that onto us, because nobody wants to be poor and nobody wants to not have a home to go to. No one wants to have to lose their family because you're unable to support your family. So, that's such an important thing. And other than that, many things with being rich, many things is accessible to us. We're able to do things more than if we did not have money. Wallace Waddles mentioned it as it's abnormal to not want money, because who doesn't want the most abundance in life? Because, in fact, being normal, wanting to become rich, wanting to meet the desires of a richer, more fulfilled, and abundant life, it should be looked at as normal, especially. Like I said before, you're losing that car. If you're late on that payment, you're losing. To most of us, our car is so important because that gets us from point A to point B to be able to make money. We have to be able to go to that job and make money. So once you lose that car, you're cut off from that lifeline. You're completely cut off. Once you've lost your home because you're unable to provide, because the way that society, things are going up, interest rates are going up, so much political, it almost makes you lose humanity, like the sense of humanity, because it's insane. You see all the people that are so poor, and like I said yesterday, you see the people that will do gruesome things for money. So when we have the accessible use of money, we're able to grab all those different things and go forward and do what we really want to do and provide for our families and do the best things that are best for us to have a richer and full and more abundant life. It's not all about just, we want to have money. No, it's a fact of security. You got to have security in your life. You have to have security for your family. You have to have security for your future, because nobody else is going to have security for you. Nobody will, and it all depends on you. That's the most important part. And another thing that he also brings up as I'm going through my notes here, we just got really off to start with that. That was awesome. With society being this way, therefore money must be in our possession in order for us to possess it. So in order for us to possess things. So we're unable to get things unless if we have money. And I mean, that's just, that's just common sense. I mean, unfortunately, things aren't always free. It's funny when I go to, out to eat or I go to a register or something and the card's not going through, I make a joke and I'll be like, oh, I guess it's free today. And, it's just a little chuckle, but nothing's free. We must have money to possess things. Nothing will be handed to you. Nothing will be handed to you. So if nothing's handed to you, I think it's only normal for you to put it to use and deliver and do the things in your life and do the bigger things for yourself. So also with going forward, I wanted to also talk about another point that he brings up and saying that we're unable to reach our greatest level of self-worth and self-development without the accessibility of money. We live for the motives of life on connecting on all three cylinders of the mind, body, and soul. And with the body, in order for us to actually go forward and have to go to work and make our purpose and do what we have to do or make towards on doing whatever it is that we have to provide, whatever our responsibilities are, we must have a good body. We must be able to eat. We must have that shelter that we can take care of our body. And with soul, we must be able to have the fact of being able to love, and give back. Because as human beings, within our soul, we give through love. And, a lot of people say, things aren't material things, but in fact, most of our desires are built on material things. Like I mentioned before, you got your car, you got your home. We are built on material things. It's already hardwired. We were born into a reality that's like that. So you cannot, what I'm going to say here is you really can't go against something that's putting that right in front of you. I was going to say before, viewer discretion advised for this because some of you are not going to want to hear this, but it's true, and it's got to come forth to you because you really need to realize there's no handouts here. There's nothing like that. So I kind of got off on the tangent with that, but a part of connecting on all three cylinders, mind, body, and soul, you need your mind. You need your mind in order to think forward and getting past your limiting beliefs and knowing that you deserve way more for yourself. You deserve the best for your family. You deserve the best for you, most importantly. So in order for us, the soul cannot do without the body and mind. They all have to be connected on all cylinders. So with that going forward and saying that, we have to have a sense of accessible reach that we can build ourselves and our self-development and our self-attainment, because reaching that actual level where you have that mind, body, and soul connection, that's all based on having the accessible use of things in our lives. It's because once money's not a problem, what problem is there? Most of the things that we do is based on money problems. We check our emails and we see that, damn, the light bill's due next week, and things just start piling up. Before you know it, you're like, can I ever catch up? Can I? No, it doesn't make it that way because we need material things in our life to survive, to connect with our mind, body, and soul. I mean, that's just a fact. So you deserve the right to be rich. You absolutely deserve that. You deserve that for your family. You deserve that for yourself. You deserve that for whatever you would like to do with yourself and making a bigger impact on the world. That's the most important part, and that is what's so close and what's important to you having to go forward and being rich for yourself and actually opening up your mind. Because if you're not happy with your actual situation, you need to actually realize that then there needs to be some change. It's when you keep doing the same exact thing over and over again. My mentor said, Robert Hollis, it's called insanity. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a change. It's expecting something to actually come to you and just be completely different. And it's not going to change. It absolutely will not. I wanted to find a point that I had on my notes here. I'm kind of shuffling through, but that was pretty awesome. We just went in there. We're 9 minutes and 41 seconds in. I think I might have just covered all that. I mean, I think I might just drop the mic now. I mean, I think that's just, we deserve the right to be rich, and a man or woman, we have to go forward and take what's ours and go for what's ours and being in the right of being rich for us. So I think I'm just going to go off on that. My takeaway for you really on that, I mean, I think that was pretty much just now, but you have the right to be rich. I mean, just don't forget that. That's your takeaway. You know, during this whole entire series here, I'm going towards the launching the series. If you got some value out of this, I'd love for you to share. I'm doing a share giveaway. I'm actually going to give you this empowering PDF that I've created, and you can go forward and adding that to your daily routine so you do not forget this, because this is so important for you, and it's so important for your family. It's so important for our entire being of our universe. Everything. Put out abundance, and abundance will come to you in your reality. So with that being said, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on here tomorrow going forward with the second part in the science of getting rich. And I hope all of you got some value out of this, and you have a fantastic night. Take care. Thank you so much for everybody that was in here and watched this.